Here we are in the Raw Data tab. We're going to begin by clicking into the top left corner, which will select everything. We'll go over to Data, Sort, making sure that My Data has Headers has been checked. Go over to Sort by Players and press OK. So what this will do is to make it so that each player has all their information grouped together. Up until now, this hasn't been the case. It's been grouping the information by question number. So here we'll be able to look at one student at a time. The next thing we're going to be doing is manipulating the data. We want to put it in a way that's more readily visible for us. And so let's look at two ways that we can do that. We're going to start by going all the way to the right and entering a formula. So what this means, if the data in R is less than 3, we are going to display an X in this column. Otherwise, we're not going to show anything. And then once I've entered it correctly in S, I'm going to make sure that this formula is in every single row by double-clicking. So as you can see, X's have already started to appear. And I can scroll down, and every time I see an X, this means that a student has answered this question very quickly. So I might want to do that to see who is answering very quickly. Is it one of my smarter students who is competent and is figuring these out very quickly? Or is it someone who isn't really paying attention and is just pressing buttons again? So this is one way we can play with the data. Another thing we can do is conditional formatting. So let's go ahead and click on R to select all the information in that column. Then click on, in the ribbon under Home, Conditional Formatting, highlight Cells Rules, Less Than. And then we're going to enter 3 for our value and press OK. So what this will do is the same thing we did before by entering a formula. It'll show us exactly when one of our students, one of our users, has given an answer in less than 3 seconds. What I like about this is that it's in color, and then when I zoom out, it shows me very clearly what's going on. So from this, I can see that there's at least a couple students who are answering these questions very quickly. One that seems to be very quickly in a lot of the questions. Another student or two seems to answer some of them sometimes very quickly. If I saw a whole section where everything's very quick, that would definitely be of interest to me, and I would check that out. But this is just one example. I'm sure there's a lot of other ways that you can take this data, manipulate it, and find interesting things about your users.